Hello everyone, Equipment War here, and welcome to my build guide for my new Facebreaker build. This build have been buffed since its last update, actually including damage when you're using a shield, and that's exactly what this build does. This build is incredibly tanky. It's not as I not have just as much life as I had before, but I definitely have life enough to survive pretty much everything. And I have very good block chance still. And they actually buffed the Cyclone, so I'm now using Cyclone as well. But I'm not going to waste any more time, I'm just going to get right into it. So I start by getting melee physical damage. Only melee physical damage or melee physical with attack damage. If it only says melee, only melee physical damage and flat damage mods like one extra in physical damage or one extra in. If it says weapon, it doesn't work. So it says weapon like this one, it increases your damage with axe. It doesn't work. This is a Facebreaker build, you're not using any weapons. So if it says weapon, you don't going to get your increased damage. So let's go started. After I take these notes here with the physical damage and the melee damage increases your damage as well, so you know that. To get Master of Arena, one of the most important notables in the tree for me. I get then I rush for over here to get the life to get Art of the Gladiator. Then I get the notes for the armor here. Went down here to get the new. This is an awesome wheel here, right here. It gives you a good amount of damage. Yes, actually damage with melee weapons. As you can see, 10% there, 10% there, and 24% there. And this is melee physical damage with holding a shield. So actually the shield give you the damage. And that works when you're playing Facebreaker. And that's the reason I have so much more damage than I had before, thanks to these awesome notes here. And when I have took all of these notes here, you have good defense there and even good damage. I went for go down here to get Cloak and Chain, because this build going to have a hard time getting the resistance max out. And I also get Iron Reflexes. Then I went straight out, and then actually before I went up here, you can do it before, but actually recommending going this way here, the fastest way you can to get Resolute Technique. Because Resolute Technique is very important. You don't want to miss your attack. You are a little bit slower when you attack, so be absolutely sure you hit all of your attacks. You can technically do this as an accuracy build, but I'm recommending Resolute Technique. And after you take Resolute Technique, you are pretty much free to take whatever you want. But before you're starting to get all of these good notes on the way here, I recommend go for Finesse and get Weapon Astrology, actually getting these notes here. After you taking Resolute Technique, you go up here and take this one. Then after you do that, I recommend go up here to get the life note, starting getting the life notes here, and the attack speed note. Attack speed give you a huge amount of damage. I only taken this one because my gear requires some extra intelligence. You can probably not even take this. You're pretty much free not to take it. Because you take it if you need some extra intelligence, and here if you need some extra dexterity. Also, by the way, increases your strength, increases your damage, your melee physical damage. So get as much strength as you can in your gear. And then you're pretty much free to go up here, take the diamond skin, weapon and mastery, armor mastery, and Born to Fight, Heart of the Warrior, life and armor. I actually taking life and armor over life here. They give you a little bit less life, but you're actually getting armor at the same time. And I want to say that's better than this notes here. I want to say that. That's pretty much it. I don't have a very high level. I almost at level 80, so I'm not that very high. You can actually go for this one. You're using Infernal Blow, so you will get damage if you're taking this one, and you get life again. That's something you actually can do if you want, but I don't really know if it's worth it or not. But you can do it. It give you more life again as well. And that's pretty much it. And life rain is very good to have because this is a blood medic build. I'm gonna show my gear I'm using. You must have Facebreaker. This is a requirement for this build. If you not have this one, you can't play this build. So get this one. They are not expensive at all. I think they cost like 1 chaos or even less. And then it's a very good thing to have a Bring of Rain. It's a very good helmet. It gives you increased block chance as well. This one is a legacy version. The new one give you, I think it was 6% block chance. So the new one is not that bad and good in that interpretation. But the new one even give you increase more than 10% chance to gain endurance charges when you block. So the new one is not bad either. And the reason you can use just this helmet is because it adds a flat physical damage. And flat physical damage increases your damage dramatically. If I can say, but you don't really need Bring of Rain, but it's a very good helmet. It's probably the best helmet you can have to this build. If I can see another thing which you must have pretty much to this build, it's this belt here. It's not as important as Facebreaker, of course not, but it gives you a huge amount of damage and give you a good amount of life. But as you said earlier, you don't really need it, but I highly recommend it. And shield, you can go with pretty much whatever shield you want or have. Get a shield with as high block chance you can and as high damage, the usual. And it's as a high shield as you can get. And the boots here gets as much defense that you can on them. These boots here are pretty good, but they are better. I'm using a Stone of Losever to get the spell block. But you can use the Anvil amulet. I'm actually gonna show the Anvil here in a second. Wait a second. So you know what the Anvil here are. The Anvil is this one. You sacrifice your chance to block spell, but you gain in an extra chance to block. You can overblock, so you can have more than 75% block chance. It increases your armor, but it reduces your attack speed, so you get a little bit less life, a little bit more vulnerable to magic, but you will probably almost get immune to physical damage. Almost, not really, but almost. So this is an alternative you can use. And by the way, I'm actually gonna show another thing. I'm gonna show my skill setup. I need to do it. My setup for my Infernal Blow, it's Infernal Blow with fire damage, melee splash and blood medic. But Infernal Blow gives you, Bring of Rain give you extra, they give you also, it's basically a 7-link, yes or no. And my setup for my Cyclone is fast attacks with Cyclone, blood medic and melee physical damage. So that's pretty much my build. As you can see here, I have no problem doing maps with it. I have this is not a very high level map, but this is a reflect map. As you can see, everything who pretty much touched me is dead. So I hope you guys like this build, and please tell me in the comment what you think about it. And I will be very glad to. I just like reading comments. Sorry, my English is sometimes not the best. I hope you guys like this video, and take care everyone. Thanks for watching.